We're back. It has been a while. So today we're going to be playing some Disco Elysium. I'm going to turn down the game a little bit. It's a little loud. If I can. What's up? It's my baby. Can't even see the face. Music. There we go. It's very loud. Alright, I have played a little bit of this game, but today we're going to start from the beginning. I might wait for some people to show up before I do. So just wait for a couple people to show up. See what happens. Maybe I'll just do... Here we go, it's just me right now. What's up, Erica? I'm about to play some Disco Elysium. Look at that, look at that setup. There it is. Hey guys, I did not stream last time because the I didn't know this, but when I had HDR set up for Disco Elysium, the colors were all washed out in the game. So what you see here looked really gray compared to the actual game window. So I couldn't get that figured out until after the stream because work did not allow me enough time to do that. So now we can stream it. Also, my Elgato is definitely fried, so I won't be able to play any PS5 games for a while. So no Genshin, no Nier Replicant, unfortunately, because I just got it and I love it, but I can't stream it until the Elgato gets replaced. And I talked to the customer service for them to say, one whose mind will not change, one who will calcify. With low rhetoric, though, you'll have a hard time of shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nigh impossible. So we probably want to work on that and keep that going. How about suggestion? Suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. You can make the citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other, too. Many crime rings have been broken by just a little doubt, after all. At high levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy, and you'll know it, even if no one else does. With low levels of suggestion, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone, both during the day and at night. Oh. So that can be the boning key, possibly. All right. Let's go. Let's start the show. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Dang, dude. Let's begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great!
Yes, it is.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Allons-y, never let me go. I don't know. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
Don't be naive. Of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Wait, I did this to myself? Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Please no, I changed my mind. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. I'm gonna say, Mother help me.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone! Cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Hell yeah. Looking good. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Take it all. This reel-to-tape player is still on and rolling empty. Hell yeah.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Hell yeah.
Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns.
On the
A
label?
terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it
Your
on.
eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Pull on the leave. Okay. That really hurt me. Hold tab to highlight. Oh yeah. Here we go. All the things I can have. Yeah, I'm naked. But I've got a shirt. Or a jacket, anyway. Take it. Look in the mirror.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing? Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. If I hurt myself, it's what I do.
Behold,
Behold.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression?
I love it.
Are
Look
you
at his
trying to make an
face.
expression with that face? Why?
He's beautiful. I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
What's up, honey? Sure. Actually, leave it on. Formidable. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you,
God damn it.
comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Attempt to stop the expression from happening. It's impossible.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Let the mirror be for now. Alright. What a shame. Ooh, are these pants? Hell yeah. Pants!
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of
It
the
is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I should go get
The
that
cool
shoe.
wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Hell yeah, man. I love this game. The narration is so incredible. Oh wait, hold on. Hell yeah, I got a shoe. Ooh, I want a hat and glasses real bad. Oh, wait. This door has been locked from the inside. You must value privacy. Okay, yeah. Can I leave? Oh, I need some keys, I suppose. Maybe in here. Bottles in the bathtub. Now, what have I not checked? I'd love to leave. Come on, buddy.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Hell yeah. So you can either do WASD or you can do point and click. And right now, WASD is very slow, but so is point and click. Hell yeah, man. Hey! Something on the table. I'm gonna take that money. 0.40 real. It's a long load screen. Hell yeah. Shoo! Oh, hell yeah, man. 2 shoes. Whew. Let's go talk to this lady. Actually, let's look at this calendar.
Hello, officer.
It's 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Wait. I know, I'm a businessman. Chief executive officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
Officer's my stage name, right? I can see myself as a middling disco artist called The Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been
All
here
this
for
time?
3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her, physically. Oh, God. No, they won't let us save. Alright, we can't scum this. Let's just try it.
The words have already left your
Failed.
mouth.
I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
I said I wanted to have sex with you. No, I don't want
Come
to.
on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
I'm not sure I'm a cop at all. I sure don't remember being one. I think I might have lied.
Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
I don't think there's any more to it. I'm a joke of a cop, or I joked about being one, and I drank too much. Also, I'm old.
I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. This my door?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Leave. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Oh, come on. Let me go down. Cool, cool, cool. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. That's what the lyrics would be. The speakers connect to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing, that I'm down on my luck superstar person. That I am a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to
You
it?
should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the crowd going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Finished thought.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Have another thought. This feels right. You belong here. Okay.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
What's wrong? Don't you like the officer? Look at that stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh, are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood. What's wrong? Don't you like the officer?
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
What a cool guy. And the menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. It's a water cooler, a large bubble rising to the surface. Soft curve and electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for union members. Doors open, 16 o'clock. Okay. Sing karaoke is on my tasks list. Alright. What's here? This Royal Pinball machine is unplugged. Hey, lady.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. What's up, dude?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, He narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
He's got a firm grip.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
Invent a name.
Conceptualize. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too...
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes. Well,
He doesn't even process what you just said. He just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Not towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know? Yeah. No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside.
You said
I'm not
insignia.
from the Inspectorate General.
You said insignia. Those white rectangles. You mean...
Yes,
But
they're
white
not
rectangles.
just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. But first, we have to take it down.
Alright, let's roll.
After you, officer.
Let's talk to this guy.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
The lieutenant glances into
You
his
run
little
this
notebook.
place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
Oh, do you mean do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. You're right, I probably shouldn't have asked. Everything has something to do with
Good
everything.
for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there, then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Medium, slip away unnoticed.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both hands?
That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead.
I'm failing
He
so
has
many
no
checks.
idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both hands to flip him off?
Watch out!
Damn, dude.
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
I had an accident.
It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you.
I don't know. That
Its
just comes off as
mysteries
a lazy
are
effort at
unholy
reconceptualizing the antics of a
mysteries.
shambling drunk.
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are. I was wrong to let you go. I should
Me
have
too.
kept you here.
I hope she's
Is
alright.
it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
It's okay. It's going
It
fine.
doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, You have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back
I'm
when
not
you
very
move.
okay.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place.
The man seems shaken by the accident.
The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
I won't pay for that window.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room.
Thank you for your cooperation. Cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there.
He points upstairs towards your room.
And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Damn, dude.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Upon Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. The name must have some meaning for me. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel
No.
Hill?
But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression.
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Interesting. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go onto the Great Raised Motor Tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Aménat in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there. Your footprints in the mud. Internalize. Hell yeah. I'm internalizing. That's cool. I'm internalizing those thoughts. Oh, cool. Give me some boosts. Nice. Okay. Cool. Have I gained any levels? Does it say? What are my stats? This music's cool. I don't have enough skill points available. Okay, whatever. Let's talk to this lady.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant.
The lieutenant
I only have
nods
thoughts on my
politely.
sleeves.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained.
Look at
I
me.
completely forgot to introduce myself.
She's like, chiseled. She slaps herself on the
I'm
forehead.
Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
How would you like to roll with me? You seem to be in a chair. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? I'm very sorry I crashed into you.
I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this lewd gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally
Oh
everything.
my. You
Takes
know
a
where
moment to
we
process.
are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria was on my keys. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel?
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
The edge of civilization.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
She flashes you a worried look. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is
How
this?
would I even begin to tell you?
Her gray eyes widen.
Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the year of spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Some kind of democracy, maybe? Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. COP. We are living under the COP regime. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me
Oh,
it's not.
sweetie.
She smiles
really
a sad
not.
smile.
There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
me. So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there's also side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but
She looks out the window
Martinez
wistfully.
isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see.
No.
I'd slow you down, perhaps another time.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no
I knew
ability
that
to
one.
use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Tug on her heartstrings.
Try to
Damn
force
it.
a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Oh god, I'm gonna die on the street, aren't I?
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you.
I've been failing so many checks. I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Okay then, let's change the subject.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
I've gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. She was so sweet. I feel bad for asking her for money. Alright, let's save. Oh cool. It looks like we're fine. Alright. Let's see. There's no thoughts that I've been having. Man, I am not doing super well. Ooh. Can I put this anywhere? No. It's not a hat. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else I can touch on? Ooh, there's a guy. Oops. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. A beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. The man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand,
Challenging.
you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Okay, let's do it.
There is
I actually
only one
succeeded.
way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the building from the earth.
Wake up, this is an order, I am the law!
Why the yelling, man?
30-something man lifts his head and gives you a pensive look.
Looks like a Sao descendant. A lot of Sao dock workers around.
You looked out for the long count there. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. I need to answer some questions right now.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer?
Yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from the trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I've almost never been outside of this building.
Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I get you some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your consciousness no larger than a single grain of malt? Tell me, was it a bliss free of X-somethings?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No malt grains or whatever, no poetry stuff, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Evrard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Alright, I'll let you sleep.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Neat. Okay, let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told
Do
me
you want
before.
me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Can we go over the preliminary info again? Would you say this is a mysterious
No,
case?
It's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more do you need? I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, supernatural. Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
Extremely.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
Hell yeah. Can we go over the preliminary
You
info
mean like a
again?
brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received
Okay,
during
okay.
that time. The victim had been stripped of
Make
it.
it cool.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted
If we're
to
from
know?
different precincts, why are we on the
I'm
same
afraid
case?
you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? A retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
I have all I need for now.
Good.
Something about the case. Inland Empire, legendary. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist of the case. Now, I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking.
Have you
involved.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with... so what should I concentrate
Try
on?
work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
What's wrong with personal
Not a
affairs?
fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
I'm completely lacking in basic information about this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror. I had no idea who
This
I was.
psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented
Then
scale.
you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask
Your
him.
brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to
Something
me?
the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
There's nothing you can
The
do.
lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You don't look like other people around
That's
here.
because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, It's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Sale.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seol. I'm a regular Revacholière.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Just
I
observing.
guess you don't need glasses, then.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So, how do you do? How do you know? I get it. You're one of those old school detectives, nod respectfully.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Beat it, you're cramping my style. What if I want to work on this case alone?
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
I know what the RCM
That's
is.
good.
But what if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work
Please
hours.
do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking. Is it not?
Is it not? Tell me about the
What do
case
you
again.
want to know?
Actually, I have all I need for
Good.
now. Leave. Okay. Hell yeah.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
2 hours?
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
I've been secretly thinking about this all the time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for
Maybe
me.
you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
I'm not gonna lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Hell yeah. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting.
Can I help you?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Gate, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the
Is this
evenings.
dude
Dumb,
pressuring you, Kate?
unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Ooh, hold on. There we go. That's a little better, I think. Yeah, I want the chat to be somewhat visible.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we
We
find them?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the
What
kitchen?
are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something pertinent to the investigation in the
He
kitchen.
wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Something else I want to talk
What?
about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. I saw another
thing. Great.
No, there's
Yes.
something else I want to talk about. Okay. So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do
For
I
the
owe
room.
again?
60 real. Like what? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a
No,
shaker?
there's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to taunt me. Not when it comes to marinellas.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix.
I love this. Alright, fine. I love this fucking game. This is very good. Oh my goodness. Where'd my music go?
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. This door can only...
Alright. Enough of that.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
She broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure.
Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
It's my baby. Anything else up here? I guess we can check in here again. Looks like there's something I haven't looked at. Kim tries to not look at your broken down bathroom door. Can I look back in the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Ooh. So I can put points into stuff to try to do that again.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
This is where the magic happens. You're looking at the destruction.
He nods.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
Well, crimes against myself, anyway. No. My baby's petting the dog. Defied bourgeoisie morality in here. Defied it hard.
I have no idea what that means.
He looks toward the exit longingly. Hell yeah, dude. This is excellent. Alright. Let's get on out of here. Ooh, what's this? Take it. What is this? Ooh. Nice. Hey, I'm a little healthier now. Very nice. Let's get out of here. Yo, there's so much stuff. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is legible.
The RCM in Martinez. What
can
can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police
Excuse
business?
me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
The street sign says, "Fuck the police."
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
It's alright. I didn't mean to startle
Okay.
you. We need directions.
Is the street signs messed up? Okay. What do you need?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there. In the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm disoriented. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Lieutenant seems uncomfortable with this level of disorientation you're displaying. What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What's in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
What's in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What's in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks, that's all for
No
now.
problem.
Who are you exactly?
I am just a gardener.
Cool. What are you doing here?
I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
What is this fuck the police
Excuse me?
business?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you
Oh, well, I didn't write it there.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here.
Pigs go home. Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Hell yeah. Thanks a lot. Cool. Wait, give me the gloves. Yeah. I look so cool. Look at my big old gloves. They look excellent. Okay. Who's this
I
guy?
am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet.
What's
there.
up, Cheyenne? What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
It's the jam. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up
That's
the street
cool.
are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
You okay?
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Limbo.
Upon
huh?
days.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
What's up, little baby?
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
So, how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Let me think about it. Got any smokes on
Nope.
you?
Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask around then.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
My man!
Ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
My
He tries
man.
his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
You know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
Easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept
Busy.
his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what? Ooh, you making Thai curry, Cheyenne.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
What?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
What you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice,
love
clean
this
business.
guy.
This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind you.
This rockin' beauty, that you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
The cop reflex is funny. That's a fallen A6 you got
Good
there?
eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
So nothing illegal then.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
I had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Alright, we're not gonna make this, but we can try.
Ease into it.
Failure.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
But man, I want to know about your soul. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
Cool. We all want to know each other, know each other's woes and all. But people, man, they have slippery souls.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Dude, that was incredible. I love this guy. I gotta get deep in his soul. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, that's quite a walk. What we got in there? Humanux. Okay. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the Opulent, father of Philippe IV, the Insane. What did this king do?
Even by
Hell
the
yeah.
standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Ooh.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national
Stories
treasure?
have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to
But
shit.
wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
For what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
What is nose candy?
Cocaine.
Oh, cool. I already knew
Beneath the
that.
cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
He restored the monument.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him. in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Who is this? Leave. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Hey. The wood. Take it.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
The woman still has
Excuse me, ma'am.
no response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Oh man. Poor old lady. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, holy shit.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man of his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
He's a full head taller than everybody else.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of causes are we talking
Rights
about?
of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I don't think I've chosen any sides
Might
yet.
be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the...
Right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Loading Man Hollows in return. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
You're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mesk punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
I wanted to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess. I thought you looked real familiar for a second.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I've been there. Never heard of it, are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
This guy. Can I talk to him again?
Right to work!
I wasn't done asking questions.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What's it to you?
Routine.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I don't remember things.
Uh-huh. It was a long
Damn
time
it.
ago.
Damn. Okay. He is very suspicious. Money. I love that. We love money.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I'm a bit short on money right
Sure
now.
thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Try to catch it.
The coin
Hell yeah.
lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
What's up?
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
I've come to Martinez investigating a
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That's simple, I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door.
Aha.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another
Sure.
thing. Nope. I gotta go. Press button.
Yes?
Guard. Okay, no. No lock picking or door kicking this one. I want to talk to you, buddy.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic. and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job,
Begging
please.
for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Alright, this is going nowhere. I'm gonna come back when I'm a little stronger. If that's possible. Okay, this way. Okay. It says GRIH. Oh wow, I'm really stuck here. Where am I? I need to get to another place. Okay. Can you run a little faster, buddy? Please? I think I can walk up here. That's right, sweetie. You guys hear my baby going, ah! It's pretty cool.
Welcome to Revachol.
Hey, I know Revachol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
So we are in limbo. He's right, you're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Huh? The what, sorry? The rag. Okay. Hold on. Here you go, sweet. Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
The lorry
The
man.
lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved.
Oh my
even
God.
if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Okay, what else have you thought of?
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that, though?
The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Wait, what's this cultural victory?
It's what the Kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Wow, dude.
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
This is something about the rights and privileges of lorry
Oh,
men.
yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Well, that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
So it's a kind of union?
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck him right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
Got a smoke?
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking.
Can't have it.
Hand it over. I'm confiscating it as evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
Fuck, I oughta.
But, what, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
Oh,
no,
let's try that again.
He's got a smoke right there.
It's
Smoking
my
right
last
now.
one.
You hiding smokes from me?
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. I bet.
Damn.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Couldn't steal his cigarettes. Oh my god. This is wild. Oh, did I just go back inside the same place I was at? Ooh. This is cool. Melancholy pop song.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Shrensur magazine.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What? This is Fashion Police feature. I approve of this. Very futuristic tap on the girls kissing.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
So who's the most stylish there? Can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
What is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It does.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Can
I'm
you-
not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
How long has it been there?
I don't know really long.
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really. Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Thanks for your help. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yeah, tell me about the economic reality.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
What about the physical reality?
I don't know. What about it?
The coalition. What's that? Someone told me there is
Our
one.
government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
What's the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Where are we?
We're in Frit.
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
As a nation.
We're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff.
I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore. Leave. Great. Alright. Can I buy something?
Is this...
Yeah, leave. I'd like to buy something, maybe.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine.
I see.
Then it gives you money.
How do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
Leave. Hell yeah. This game is so cool. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream in a second. This is so fun. I'm definitely playing this next time. Can I look at that? Frit! Oh, thoughts. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Trash. Hell yeah. Okay, we probably should get rid of the body. Ooh, bottles.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Reconstruct the movement.
The tire
Hell
tracks
yeah.
were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the lang front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
What
The
happened
driver
next?
proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
A car drove to the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went. If you find the time.
I think I got it. Ooh, I believe we can level up something. Let's say, where are we at? Suggestion, authority, Inland Empire, endurance, maybe. Fighters who can take a hit. Lookouts who don't sleep, even batteries. Endurance is your metabolism circulatory system. It improves your health, one of the 2 health pools in the game. It enables you to survive being a cop. Who cares if you can't aim a gun if you can take a few bullets? So I'd be afraid of drugs that hurt your health if you're a very, very healthy man. At high levels, endurance enables you to take a few knocks to the head, enjoy a greater quantity of drugs, and shake off a few cardiac arrests. It makes you a powerful man who looks down on the weaklings who can't keep up. However, cops with low endurance are likely to struggle. The body is frail already, and the flesh of a cop will often be tested. If it doesn't pass, it dies. Pain threshold. Pain threshold ignores damage, so you can push on, blooded and crawling. Alright, I'm gonna level up and then I gotta end this stream. Even mental pain, heartache, and loneliness. In fact, these things can become a thrill you seek out and perversely revel in. At high levels, pain threshold turns in on itself in a seriously unhealthy way, with full-on self-destructive behavior. With a low pain threshold, however, you will suffer too easily. Even a slap from a teenager will make you whine and complain. Cool for muscle men, bare-knuckle brawlers, gym teachers. Physical instrument is not only your muscles and your skeleton, it's your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. It's a one-size-fits-all solution for thriving and surviving in a physical world. At high levels, physical instrument breaks doors, chains, and bones. Can make you laugh at the namby-pansies who can't. You'll be manned up, encouraging others to curl iron until they're manned up too. At low levels, however, you'll have a hard time arresting anyone who isn't infirm or already dead. Indeed, engaging in physical confrontations could leave you in either state. Half-light. Cool for high-strung investigators. Shoot now, ask questions later, cops. Surprise haters. City lovers, the wisest of the streetwise. The genuinely supernatural. Electrochemistry. Animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. High flyers, party enthusiasts, cops who need lightning. I might do this one, but first I'm going to do physical instrument. Hell yeah. Physique. Okay. Neat. Alright. I can revert. Ooh, I can get rid of all my spent skill points. Neat. Alright. Alright, time to end the stream, guys. Saving. Sweet. Alright, I will see you guys on Sunday. We'll probably play more Disco Elysium. Okay? Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye to the baby.